My name's Onur and my territory is Gyms IT, Tullamarine. About 2.5 years now. The main reason was previously I was at an MSP or a managed service provider. I've been doing that for about 8 to 9 years actually from memory. So I just found that, no matter how sort of high you go up in MSP, it kind of stays the same in terms of, what you're achieving and the rewards and benefits and things like that. So, of course the financial side of it as well, you can only get so much from the rise in positions with working for an MSP and things like that. So I felt like I had a big skill set to offer, and I wasn't, first of all, utilising it, but second of all, I felt like if I did, then I would be rewarded more. And something like gyms, which is essentially your own business, I felt like I could utilise that a lot more. It's been great. So I've had a lot of support, of course, with Tony, and he's helped me out a lot throughout the journey and things like that. So yeah, it's been great. So through gyms, with Gyms IT especially, you'll find that there's a lot of residential customers. So a lot of break fix type of issues and things like that. But in addition to that, you can always, and this is something I always try to do with my customers, is offer them better solutions for whatever they're trying to achieve. So that you'll find that, especially with the general public, they're not very tech savvy. So when you offer them a solution that they're not even aware of, they usually sort of on board and sort of find it interesting, and they want to try it out and things like that as well. In addition to that, of course, I've got business customers as well through gyms, and those customers I look after, if not on a weekly basis, maybe monthly as well sometimes. So those are recurring clients, if you will. The benefits for someone like me, for using someone like me, would be that I think I would just probably put in more effort, because it's my business that I'm trying to sort of grow at the end of the day. I feel like, and I've been sort of guilty of this as well. When you're working for a company, you're probably not as invested as you would be if it's your own business, because you've got your own reputation to sort of look after and things like that as well. So I feel like, yeah, when it comes to someone like myself that has their own franchise or their own business, you'll find that they try to put in more effort and really look after you. As an example, right now I've got a couple projects going on. So one of them's hopefully finalising, but I've building 3 new websites for one of my businesses. I do they have sort of a section where they have advertising screens and things like that. So I'm doing a lot of their designs and actually uploading it to their advertising screens remotely through our software and things like that. And then I've got sort of other projects in terms of email and website data migration and things like that as well. So those are general things. Just before that, I had a bigger project where we redid the whole IT equipment in an office. So they got massive 49-inch curved monitors and new laptops that can also run gaming. So I'm not sure what they're doing in that office, but yeah, so those sort of things, and redoing their whole IT infrastructure as well. I think that, yeah, well, there's probably 2 benefits to that. Yeah, one's definitely it's going to be more cost efficient, I would say, because at the end of the day, if you have someone in-house, you are paying their full-time wage, for the year, you would assume. For example, if I had to compare it to myself, what I would charge a business on a monthly basis would be really just a fraction of that cost. I'm not going to go into any specific numbers or anything like that, but knowing that I've been in that position in terms of an MSP technician and what I was getting versus what I actually charge my business customers, it really is like a fraction of that. And going back to what I said before in terms of the benefits, like I said, speaking for myself, I've got my own business name and reputation to protect, so I'll always provide the best possible support, and I'll always be 100% invested and put all my effort into it as well. So with Gyms IT specifically, we usually say that having a technical background's not required, which it isn't. You can always, I feel like maybe it's just because I've been in IT for so long, but I feel like it's kind of an easy subject to sort of learn and pick up. If you do have that technical background, it's a big, massive bonus. So Look, I would say I don't want to sort of differentiate it, but anyone that's really just looking to venture out and do their own thing, I feel like, and also you've got so much support within Jim's IT that, you know, if you are someone that doesn't have a technical background, you can always have other people sort of come in and help you out with it as well. So I would say it's really just for people that sort of want to venture out and do their own thing, and, you know, are sort of sick of the working for a company or the 9 to 5, if you will. I would recommend it to anyone. Great. So, you know, of course, it wasn't smooth sailing the whole time. I've made many mistakes. You know, I'm okay to admit that, but I've sort of learned from all the wrongdoings and things like that I've done. You know, the main issue is when you sort of get complacency and things like that as well. I think within not just Jim's IT, probably gyms as a whole, or, you know, even your own business as a whole, you can't really sit back and wait for jobs to come to you. You've got to be very much proactive in terms of going out and trying to get your own work. So that's where, you know, I would sort of recommend, like, I would really stress that point, is to really be proactive and trying to get your own jobs. Common questions are these days a lot of security type questions. You know, there's been a lot of data breaches and things like that with you know, various companies. I'm not going to name names, but yeah, a lot of security, and you know, people don't want sort of their digital footprint to sort of get leaked or, you know, shared or anything like that. So a lot of questions around security and what they can do to prevent it, or what solutions we can offer to help with that. The most common thing I find myself doing for customers is probably the same thing, is a lot of malware and security cleanup and things like that. I do a lot of gaming computer builds and things like that as well, and just general laptop hardware issues. That's also a very common one. So anything from, you know, this broken screen, keyboard not responding, or, you know, diagnosing and find that there's probably an issue with the motherboard or anything like that. So a lot of those type of issues, those are probably the top 3 most common type of jobs. So I've actually got experience both through, I wouldn't say colleagues, but people I know that have used other IT services from other companies, and at the end of the day, they are also sort of almost employed by these companies, so they really do bare minimum. You know, Jim's IT, because each franchisee, it is their own business, sort of going back to this point, I feel like they would just put in the absolute most effort because they have their own businesses to protect.